talking and you vice versa. Hi, everybody.
Okay.
How's everybody doing?
Hey, folks.
We both have had power fluctuating back and forth. So, we, how's yours going?
Uh-oh, you're cutting out again.
How about you? How's yours going? Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you better now.
Okay.
It's
See,
like it's
guys,
almost like it's like, huh.
like what? Am I
There you
here?
go.
Okay. See, guys, our power, hers and mine, we got storms coming from us to her, and we're both in between losing, and we both have lost power today. And we're just trying to get through it together and give you a great live. So,
Uh-oh. There we go. Hey, Jamie. You
hey
never know,
guys,
Menace. I mean, we could be close. There you go. You're back.
what did
Hey,
he say
Spencer.
about close?
He said, Menace said you guys, our roommates, stopped lying. I said, you never know. We could be close.
Yeah, a lot closer. Hi, Janie, how you doing? People just don't know how we ended up becoming like sisters from another mister. Could be same moms. It could be, I always say from sis from another miss. Could have same dads. You guys just don't know how we got so close so fast.
I know. It's a
Hmm.
secret.
It's a
They
secret.
will never know.
One day they might, but then they'll be shocked.
Yep. Mhm. Yep.
So how's
It's like,
everybody
oh,
today?
dang.
I know, right? Well, hello, Ricky Bobby, Janie, Spencer, Menace. Who else we got?
Hey, Ricky. Uh,
That's about it. I think we got everybody right
yep.
now.
Yep.
It's been crazy. You know,
It
hey,
has.
True Texan, you
Hey,
try to be
Texan.
neutral, you try to be fair, and
Uh-oh.
then it's okay because when you're neutral and fair, the snakes and the slimy people like to slither out of their holes, especially if you've been friends and had their back when other people have kicked them to the curbs for so long.
Well,
Never know what might come out. Hmm. Hey, Ghost,
nope.
how you doing? Hey, Texan, how you doing? There could be two Satan spawns. You guys better be careful.
Nope. You never know. Hey,
Hmm.
Ghost. So I say you never speak on things unless you know 100% on something.
They have, Janie. It really is.
Yes,
I
we have,
mean,
Janie.
hi, fireman. Thank you for having Tim's back in the chat because it's funny that quite a few people couldn't stand somebody when he got kicked to the curb last year, and now that he's back in,
Mm. Oh, yeah.
but that's
Slytherin
okay.
snakes. Hey,
Yep.
MMC.
I just tell you, slithering snakes like that, when they think they'll come back around when the shift turns, no way, buddy.
Nope.
Cowardly, cowardly. Humpty
Right.
Dumptys can't be put back together again.
Exactly.
You
Hey,
are
Vinny
seeing.
Vinny.
Hi, Vinny. How you doing? Hey, Victoria. So we have an interesting show tonight.
Uh-oh.
We could have done about the different types of snakes in gardens.
Ooh,
Nah.
that would be an interesting.
Yeah, they come
Hey,
in all shapes
Victoria.
and sizes, don't they?
Mhm.
But no, we have a fun one today. Would you like to tell them what it's about?
We are going to be discussing um, older women with younger men, or vice versa, which is older men with younger women.
And don't forget, these are just our opinions and our thoughts.
These
For Go ahead. What?
you're cutting in and out.
Okay. If I start cutting in and out, go ahead and override me and stuff. And
Okay.
um,
All right.
these are just our thoughts and our opinions. We are not trained psychologists, but After the first half hour, 40 minutes, then the chat gets to take over and you lead us into any topic. Now, for my
Yes.
Stan in the back, if you don't like my content, why are you watching? But thanks for that view. Hit that like, hit that dislike. I don't cry about it like you. And if you don't like the content, nobody says you have to keep watching. Oh, it's Maca cutting in and out, they said.
Is it me? Okay, hold on just a second. Let me swap to something real quick. It might be my connection.
See, guys, we both have lost power. I lost it earlier. Ooh, purple. I know that you like older men, don't you, purple? Oh, younger men. You like, oh, Janie likes younger. Purple likes older. I'm older by a whole 5 months. Usually I don't date younger, but I don't really like older men because my parents are, so young with me too. Wait, now, Maka. No, Maka isn't cutting out. Neither of you are, but her hearing you cut out is on her end. Oh, did you hear that, Maka? You're fine.
Okay, he's swapping me over. I think
Wait,
that it's got to be something with my set. Remember when I told you earlier I was having issues
yes,
with it?
that's true. What's not true, Purple? You like younger too? If they're more than 10 years younger, that's out. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want somebody that's 10 years older than me, and I don't want anybody that's more than 2 years younger than me. Hey, Chad. Thank you for coming in. Maka's swapping out her headset. She got a new phone this past week, and the connections have been screwy. And then we both lost power today. Neither one of us have been hit by the storm yet, but we don't even know why. Menace just
Okay,
wants the claws. I hear you.
all right. I think I'm set now. I think you got
Yep,
me set up.
good. Hey, Ghost.
Sorry about that, y'all. And
Chad came
connecting
in.
Lori. Oh, hey, Chad.
He
What's
came
up,
in to say
Chad?
hi. Janie does not like people that are 10 years younger. That's out for her.
10 years. Yeah, I could see that.
Okay. So, why do you think, Maka? Hey, BC. Hey, 90s. How you
Hey,
guys
90s.
doing? Why do
BC.
you think men want younger women?
They
Older
stay
men.
why older men want younger women.
Yes.
Um, let's see. There's many reasons, but one is that they stay firmer.
Okay.
If
I
you're
can
wanting
see.
to go kind of the funny route, you know.
Yeah.
But on a serious note, it could be vulnerability. I can't say that word, and I should have known better. But um, they're more vulnerable when they're younger because they're less experienced
Okay.
in life.
Do you think stability, finance, and security have anything to do with why younger? Well,
Yeah,
we won't go to that side yet. That's the woman's side. So we'll
yeah,
stick with the man's version why he wants a younger. So basically, you think men want younger women because of tight asses, their tits are still firm, that
right.
trophy wives, basically.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
okay.
they don't have as much life experience, so they can basically,
Mold them.
yes,
Okay, I gotcha. Now for me, I think almost exactly like you. I think older men want the younger women for trophy wives. They want to prove their stamina, that they can still catch and attract younger women. So I do agree with you on that.
mm.
So on the flip side, hey Brookie, um,
Hey, Brookie.
what do you think? Why do younger women want older men?
I think, well, I think maturity because guys seem to not mature as quickly. Um, and financially. They're
Hey,
more
Meg.
stable. Hey, Meg.
Okay. So I agree on that. To me, I think younger women want the older men because they know they're willing to commit.
Yes.
Um, I think that they don't maybe want to work or put in the time. So an older man's already got the car, the house, children are grown, they can travel, they've got a bank, and they're how they're thinking. Why
Yeah.
should they? Hey, Rich. Hey, Graywood. Why would they stick with men their own age? Not only just the maturity level, like you said,
Uh,
but why struggle and start off at the bottom if they can just get to jump to the head of the line, basically?
uh,
Now, would you date an older man? And how far further older would you date?
I wouldn't go 7 to 8 years, I would say, older.
Okay. And why would you date an older man and not go further than that? Why is
Um,
there a limit?
for me, it would be for maturity, basically. I'm not really, one for who's got the most money and all that. So for me personally, it would just be for the maturity and that they're more experienced in life.
Okay. You wouldn't worry about like honestly this physical relationship, like the sexual chemistry with an older, like if they got that much older and let's say you're 50 and they're 60 or close to it,
Uh,
would that
yeah.
bother you like physically like that?
Well, I mean, it would depend really. Like if you were truly in love with the person, no. But if it was just something, just like a fling, then yeah, I would have kind of a problem with that.
Okay. See, for me, I think that women, um, I almost wonder like when you see like um, Nicole, the one who died, the blonde,
Oh,
from the Playboy, she married that 90-year-old billionaire.
yes.
She was not attracted to him, but
No.
she was attracted to his money. And she thought, you know what? He's not going to be able to get it up. And he'll kick the bucket soon. The odds of him living more, more than a couple years. And then I'll get Anna Nicole, I'll get all his money and I don't
Yep.
have to work. To me, their mindset is why do I have to work and struggle with somebody my own age if I can get somebody who's already been there?
Yep.
For me, I can never date anybody more than 5 years older than me or 5 years younger because one, I don't want to be babysitting and teaching a young buck how they're supposed to be and act and wait
No.
for them to mature to catch up. But I don't want anybody older than 5 years because I want to share those same life experiences.
True.
I don't want to have somebody that, I'm talking uh, sports cars and they're talking about what vitamins they need to take and their fiber and, nap times in the middle of the day. I couldn't do it. Plus, I
True.
have young parents. My mom's only 16 years older than me.
Yeah.
So why would I date a guy 10 or 15 years older when it'd be like I'm dating my parent? No.
No.
Yeah,
No.
and I just don't want a baby.
Mm-mm.
So
No.
why do
Okay,
you
well,
dang it motivated? Why do you think younger men want older women?
I cannot answer that. I was sitting here trying to think because I had a feeling that was going to be your next question. And I don't know.
Okay, I can tell you why I think they date older women. One, we're comfortable in our own body and our own skin. Physically, sexually, we know what we want
Mm,
and we're not afraid to say it. We'll tell them what we need.
true.
Plus, in today's society, women are more financially stable. So, the same thing with a younger woman. Why would they want to work if they can get a sugar mama that somebody who's going to take care of them and spoil them and they don't have to do much work?
True.
Plus,
That's true.
a lot of women, we take care of ourselves. We go to the gym. we're in better shape than some of these 20 and 30-year olds. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
So they're not looking at it as a trophy, but they're not looking at that they're, what are these 20-year-olds with bellies hanging down, these fupas or whatever they're called, where their bellies hang down over their coochies. They've never even had a
Fupa.
child. Yeah, they haven't even had children yet.
Yeah.
So because older women are more financially secure nowadays, they know their bodies, they know what they like, they're not shy, they're more outgoing and confident. I think that's why younger men are attracted to that.
Yeah. I can see that.
Why do
Oh my
you
god.
think older women are attracted to younger men, though?
Um, well, stamina. Um,
Okay.
they're more, um, how can I put it?
Glad to see you, Rich. Endurance,
Yeah, there we go. That's what I meant.
less flaccid.
Yes, all the way. Never mind. Shut up. Shut up, Maka. Shut up, Maka.
No, you don't have to shut up. Remember, this is an open forum. It's opinions. So what were you going to say?
All the way to the tip.
All the way to the tip. There you go. You
Yep.
heard it here from her
Sorry.
first. Does
Sorry.
not have to lift the belly up. That's true.
Yeah.
See,
True.
for me, I think women only have younger men because they're getting more confident to the point where why should we be left for younger women all the time when we could leave our old wrinkly nutsacks for younger firmer guys too?
Yep.
They can give us they want. They have longer lasting power. What they lack, we can train them.
Hmm.
They're more appreciative of what I'm about. um but to me, I just what do you have in common other than the sex? Yes, I can
Yeah.
admit that for older men with younger women, the sex is probably good for them. Same with younger or older women with younger men, the sex is probably good.
Hmm.
But what are you going to talk about? Let's think about this. 15 years older, 10 years older, you were getting ready to start middle school and they just came out of their mama.
Oh gosh.
Think of it like that.
Oh, that's pretty brutal.
It doesn't sound so romantic and stuff at that point to me.
Hmm.
Does it to you?
Mm-mm. No, not at all. Not when you put it that way. It gives you a whole new perspective of things.
Or a 20-year-old dating a 38-year-old? He was 18 when she was born.
No, I mean that's practically old enough to be their child.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
I mean,
especially the way the kids are having babies at 15 and 16.
hmm.
Okay. My dad's friend's son is 33. He's dating a 47. So you got to look at that person was already 14 when she was born. Hey, Amanda, 14 years old, already in puberty, getting ready to date, 2 years from driving, 4 years from being an adult. And that girl was being born, or that little boy was being born.
Oh man,
To me, that's where it messes with my head.
yeah,
I
yeah,
went out
because
on, go
you
ahead.
don't really think about it. You know, like when you're older, you don't think, but like when you put it like that, it's like, oh my God.
90s agreed, but he showed his true colors today, and I have to be very grateful for that. I had a 50-year-old knock my socks off at 17. Wish I knew where she was. I could tell you where she's at today, Chad. She's probably buried.
I know I'm trying so hard not to look at chat and concentrate, but oh my gosh, they're cracking me up.
I was 9 when my husband was 18. Well, see, at least you weren't a newborn when he was 18. Ravi says, I
Yeah.
was not having kids after 30, so I had my child at 29.
Hey, there you go.
Chad was the pool boy. Okay, her boyfriend was 21 when she was being born.
Mm.
His oldest is only 1 year younger than her.
uh,
See, those are the thoughts
yeah,
that kept me. I went out, this guy, he was really nice. I met him. We started going out, and then uh I don't even know why we never talked about age. He just looked younger. Anyways, um it started getting pretty serious, and I don't believe in, like I said, Tim was my only time I was going to have a one night. Um
right.
so I always waited a couple dates before I'd even consider to see. Well, we got to talking, and it was like, well, how old are you? And he told me his age, and I'm like, my dad is only 3 years older than you.
Oh my gosh.
There was no way I could, no,
No,
no, any kind of room. And he's like, but we were fine. We were fine until I realized you could have been in school with my dad.
no.
No, no, I don't care how young you look. I don't care how attracted I am. I just couldn't. That part just freaked me out. A man wouldn't stop calling you menace. DMs are
Not,
open to stable, mature men who like to travel and have a 401k. Rookie said 10 years, 10 years max.
oh man,
All right. You said up to nine, right? Or did you say 7 to 8?
7 to 8.
Okay. Hi, Shane. How you doing?
Hey,
I'm
Shane.
45. My daughter is 6. So, yeah.
Mm,
You did too, Menace, say he wouldn't quit calling me. What man keeps calling you? I read that. Okay, your wife just hit 40, so you're only 5 years difference. There's
well,
nothing wrong with having babies at that age. It
no.
was Grey Wolf who said he was done having babies at 30. Rich has 7 kids from 29 to 18. Man,
Man,
mine are older than yours. Rich, I think you're older than me, but my kids are older. I was pretend quoting Meg. You didn't put pretend quotations.
I didn't see no quotations.
Yeah.
What are you
Amanda
talking about?
says he messes with people's heads, tells people when my kids were being born, I went to the nursery and said, I'll marry that one when she grows up.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I think she said he's 21 when she was born. You have 4 kids, Grey Wolf? Okay.
Dang. It's funny when you sit back and you see like all these people, they have, age differences in relationships or, somebody that they know.
Now,
Shane.
he says, okay, he did have quotation marks. I'll have to give him that. I was going to pull it up and say, no, you didn't, but
No, he
who
didn't.
cares?
No, he didn't. Shh,
Okay,
shh.
that's true. Maka says you didn't, so you didn't. Damn it. So I know a lot of people that are okay with the age difference.
Mhm.
For
Well,
me, I think it's just because my parents are so young.
mhm,
So for me, that sticks in my head that just think your parents are only 16 years older than you, Lori. So if you're dating a man 10 to 15 years older, they went to school, could have went to school with your mommy and your daddy. They're friends. No, 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 no.
right. Well, I mean, you think about it, I have an aunt. She was 14 and got married at 14. Now, this has been, oh my gosh, what, 60, 70 years ago?
Right?
And her husband was, I think, he was like in 29 or 30, I think. Like he was way older than her. But back then, it was kind of normal, so to speak.
Right.
So,
That is true. Our grandparents and our great grandparents, they were getting married, what, 13, 14, 15 years old to,
yeah,
anywhere from 18 to 30-year-old men.
yeah,
Because way back then in the olden days, yeah, I gotcha.
yeah.
Now people look at you like, ugh.
Uh,
To me, if you're 18, we do mature faster than a lot of men. So
yeah,
I don't have a problem with an 18-year-old dating an older man. Not too old now because they still are just 18. I would prefer you wait till you're like 21, 22, get a little dating experience and stuff. But
Right.
your heart wants what the heart wants. So as long as they're not under the age of 18,
Hmm.
I don't have a problem with that.
Right.
I wouldn't do it, but,
No.
and I wouldn't want my 18-year-old with a 30-year-old myself. I'd be like, baby, can't you just go, hook up with a couple of 21-year-olds, let them get you some beer or something, you know what I mean? Or,
Hmm.
go smoke a joint or something with them. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Rich had their first kid. He was 29.
Hmm.
Purple has a husband that's 9 years, 1 month, and 1 day. What if they was 17 but went to 40 next day?
Ricky.
I think kids are born. I think little girls are born already at 13 with the talk back teenager. With that attitude. Thanks, Guns and Gears. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming in. You're more than welcome to stay if you'd like, if you're not in a hurry. Always good to see you.
No.
If you know where I was going with that.
Yeah, Grey Wolf. I remember those days.
Yeah.
Buying beer through drive through at 16. They didn't card
No.
a lot back then.
Mm-mm. It wasn't until what is like the late 80s, all of a sudden it got a bunch of like carding,
Uh-huh.
just like seatbelts. I wonder how we all survived through the 70s and 80s when we didn't have to wear a seatbelt. Now, all of a sudden, don't you know more lives are saved?
Mm.
Uh, it just depends. If it's your time, it's your time.
Oh, shoot, I remember riding in the back of trucks, sitting like
Yep.
on the lip of the truck, going
Yep.
down, streets and highways and heck yeah.
It does take men to the age of 27 to fully mature, where women, by the time they start hitting puberty, and by the time that they're 18, they've already matured faster than what men at 27 are.
No.
Menace only hit on older chicks to have them buy the beer. His older sisters hate him. Those were the good old days. I don't know how we all survived the being outside without cell phones and internet,
Oh,
coming home and begging our mom to let us use the phone to call our friends or our boyfriends. I was
mhm.
buying cigarettes for my stepdad yeah, there was no carting of cigarettes either. My mom
No.
used to send me in Germany go buy her a carton of cigarettes and a case of soda.
Yeah.
My grandparents passed 15 years apart. Oh, she was older? Okay. 15, my girlfriend knew what she wanted. Yep.
Yeah.
It's about the money, not our safety. Definitely, BC. I agree now. Minutes. I had girlfriends that used me to get to my brother, you asshole. Yep. Hey, Cocaine Joe, how you
Yeah.
doing? Good to see you.
Hey, cocaine.
I was the oldest. So I had sisters and brothers. So I was the oldest. I had to be the responsible one. I always had to take them with me, and it was a pain. Did you have siblings, Maka?
Yes. Yes.
Are you the oldest, the middle, around the middle, or the youngest?
I'm the youngest of
Oh, you're
3.
the baby. Were you ever forced on your older siblings?
Um, yeah, sometimes. Well, um, my brother, he's the middle child. I was on him. My sister, she was gone by the time I was of age, like to get thrown to, so to speak.
I got you. Let's see. You're the oldest of five. I was the oldest of four.
Or,
Now, I don't know about you, but our grandparents' age, my grandfather was like one of like 13. I noticed that probably our grandparents' ages were about the end of big, big families where you had seven, eight, and more kids.
Mhm.
and you people started going back down to four, two,
Yeah.
three, and four. Sometimes just one. I wouldn't be happy with one.
Right.
Hey, CTG.
Hey, CTG. It's
Nice
good to
seeing
see.
you around. Yep, definitely good to see you. Victoria's the middle. I am the second of four. I literally dated two brothers who I was close friends with their sister. I never got used to date my sister or my brother because I guess because I was older
Oh,
and so and I always looked older. Being 6 foot tall by the time you're a sophomore, junior in high school, you know what I mean?
right.
Um, so I always had the older guys. So yeah,
Mm.
MMC's the oldest of four. What about you, Shane? You the oldest, middle, youngest, or an only child?
I remember families. Gosh, I mean, I had on just one side of my family, I had 14 uncles and aunts just on one side of my family.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Your parents were you said they were siblings or your aunts,
And my aunts and uncles, well,
uncle.
like aunts and uncles on one side of the family.
So your
Just,
grandparents were horny little
yeah.
dogs. Well, let's not forget there wasn't birth control like they're
True.
readily available. Back then, if you know our grandparents would have asked for birth control, they would have been shamed as being
Hmm.
dirty sluts and stuff.
So, hey, Sheena.
Shane, hey Shane, I ain't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Seven kids, Brookie. Shane, are you an oldest, the middle, the youngest? You don't have to tell us how many. I know some people don't even like to just generally put stuff out there.
Yeah, it's hard sometimes, especially, when you're just talking. It's like, oh, might not want to say that.
No, we don't really want to know your secrets. Just it was just casual
No.
conversation. Everybody was putting in, okay, Sean's the oldest of four, and his half sister's the youngest.
Mhm.
All my siblings and her had birth control babies. I did too. Hey, no
No.
fear. Good to see you. Grandparents were rabbits,
Yeah.
Rich said.
Yeah.
I have a bro. My bro's 10 years younger, 16. Wow.
Dang.
Started working last Monday, still getting used to it. Wow. Well, good for you, Sheena.
Well,
Real world.
congratulations.
Go ahead, Shane. It's okay. We were birth control babies. See, my mom wasn't. Like I said, 16 and 17 when my parents got, well, she was 15, he was 17, 16, and then she became 16 and he was 17 or 18 when I was born. And then so they got married within 18 months, another one born, and then 4 years later another one was born. And
Mm,
so, and what about, there were not a lot of divorces for grandparents. I don't know too many
no,
grandparents who were divorced,
no.
but a lot of our parents were
Uh-huh.
products because they saw what it was to stick around. So, how many of us ended up with half siblings?
Mm.
I have a lot of half siblings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, my dad's Maltese, and you know those Italians. They have
Oh,
their
yeah.
wives for families, and they have their whores, and then they have their mistresses. There's difference. Now, I didn't
True.
understand. I thought a mistress was a whore, basically, but no, no, no,
Oh.
no, no. Mistresses are treated as good as the wives.
Mm-hmm.
They're everything that they don't have they go to them for the dates and everything without kids and responsibility. They get to have them for the fun. They support them. The whores are just for doing whatever the girlfriends and the wives don't do.
Right.
So yeah. Hey, Ma Brad, how you Ma Brad, it has been a long time since we saw you. I hope you have been well. It
Hey,
is good
Mob.
to see you. BC, did we miss you? Because if so, we are so glad to see you too. She carries a ham sandwich. Okay. My dad was a hoe, many step siblings. I think I have 4 or 5 half siblings. And my uncle, which is, well, he's my great uncle, I guess. My Uncle Tony. Hey, Kobe fans. You were given the wrong information this morning, Kobe. I hit you up on IG to give you the true facts. I'm
Hey,
glad.
Kobe.
Don't be played. I'm just going to tell you that out of spite. But Amy did not say what she was accused of saying. I can tell you that. So,
No, always running stuff.
yep. But 14 kids, all by him and his wife. 14. My uncle and my aunt had 14 kids,
No,
cousins. Well, they would be, let's see, he's my great uncle because he was my grandfather's brother. So their kids would be second cousins, or no, because they wouldn't even be cousins because my cousins would be from my parents' brothers and sisters.
right.
So I don't even know what is that. If these are your uh uncles, they're, well, great uncles, because that's my grandfather's brother. What are the kids?
They would be, I think, like third cousins, right?
I don't know, but
I want to
yeah,
say like second or third cousin, I think.
okay. Your uncle had 22 kids from 15 aunts.
Oh my
That,
gosh.
are you guys in the Italian family too? I'm surprised my cousins once removed. I'm surprised my dad doesn't have more. Like I said, we've come up with 5, and I almost want to say a couple of them might be my uncles. But my dad had 12 siblings. You have lots of cousins. Wow. And those are just the ones you know of.
Oh,
Oh, Mexican. Okay.
okay.
She's a Mexican, her dad is. So
Yeah,
they have a lot of libido, just like the Italian men do too.
yeah. Hey, Denise. I think we kind of all are just about tonight. A lot of
Oh, yeah.
storms going on.
Yep.
I was in Dan and Amy's earlier and sitting there, and all of a sudden the electric just shut down, and I was like, "Oh, great."
They did it because I was in there when Tim was up on the panel and mine went out. It was Dan and Amy's fault.
It's all their fault.
It's all Dan's fault and Amy's, guys, that we're having. If you have any internet problems or power today, it's Dan and Amy's. I've got an old sock that's had 18 abortions just this month. I like that one, BC. That one's a good one. I have got to pin this comment.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Wow. I think men have probably had more uh, so-called abortions or Plan B. Hey, Muff Pie, than women.
Hey, Muff. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Because
you think about it. Yeah.
there's socks, there's Kleenexes, the shower with the conditioner or shampoo. I
Hmm.
think they have probably did more than what we have swallowed or done to
Yeah.
commit. It's Oklahoma here. It thinks we in its swimming pool. All last week, almost 4 out of the 7 days was bad storms. Our backyard, it was coming up, and we had to drain our swimming pool 3 times. It overflooded.
Gosh.
So I was shocked to see the sky so dark. If it's going to rain, I hope it's better than this weekend, because for those of you heading up to, do not use conditioner. Well, no, I heard if it gets inside, it burns. So,
Maybe just a little, I would think. Yeah, we're supposed to get, we've been getting a lot of rain this year, but we've got severe weather coming in tomorrow and for the next.
Hey,
Well, they're
Dan.
showing it's supposed to rain for the next, I think 7 days here.
Wow.
So it's going to be lovely. Hey, Dan.
Dan, how many siblings do you have? We're talking about if our parents, aunts, uncles, grandparents were hoes. All of us, like all our aunts and uncles and grandparents, had like lots of kids. And then when we get to our parents, it slows it down. Use coconut oil. Now, how would you know if that's going to burn a pee pee hole, Amanda?
Hey, I mean, that can be used for many things. You think about it,
Well,
because it
Dan, seeing
can.
you, we're better. Thank you. Hope everyone, he couldn't even tell us how many kids are in his side of the family tree. Dang. His daddy was a Rolling Stone. I don't know about that part, but my eggplant felt like it had a sunburn or like somebody peeled the skin off and not in a good way. Poor BC.
Oh my gosh.
I had four older and two steps, so there's seven that I know of. Wow.
And
I was watching Jersey Shore because, Angelina just found her biological dad.
oh,
And he didn't even know about her, but she has all these siblings and stuff now. Hey, everyone's saying, hey, just finishing up dinner, going to the store, and then I'll be back. We may be. Depends on if you're going grocery shopping or a quick run in to grab something.
oh,
Why
poor
am I
Dan.
not blue? Dan, because you keep getting a different channel every other day, knucklehead. Now I got to get into my phone and get onto there. I get tired. Didn't we just do this with him the other day?
I think so.
I'm
Poor
like,
Dan.
yeah. Let's see.
Right, Amanda?
He always makes me think like, wait a minute, how does he not? And it's because you keep losing your channel, like it's my fault. Oh, excuses. Uh-huh. Did you know you can use deodorant on the end of your tailbone to prevent sweating in your butt crack? Well, yes. Do you know you can also put them in your inner thigh and the crack, like up top and go down, and it'll help sweat from there too? And under your armpits, under your boobs, it helps.
Oh, man. Yeah,
What?
MMC. Butter makes everything better.
Not ass.
No, I don't think anything could make that better.
No. Butter cannot help everything. Let's see. Dan is under attack by the toilet bowl man. It's not his fault. Did he have Taco Bell?
Uh-oh.
If Dan ate himself some Taco Bell, I could just imagine. So,
Man, I haven't had Taco Bell in, gosh, it's been years.
you haven't had Taco Bell in years?
Mhm.
You
That's
know, uh, they came out with that grilled cheese, like steak and potato burrito and stuff like that,
yeah.
but it's so greasy and oily.
Uh,
Because the cheese on the griddle, it just gets, yeah, it does crisp it up a little bit, but it's also greasy. And once you hit a certain age, Taco Bell does really become a sludge remover. If you're going to go in and get a colonoscopy, have Taco Bell the day before. Well, hey,
oh,
Dragon, how you doing?
hey, Sunflower.
All right, Dan. Well, please don't ever get a long beard.
Right.
Who has the biggest shits that you know? Dan? Oh, yeah, up to, and another thing is White Castles, unfortunately, White Castles, it has strange powers. You
No.
eat a White Castles, you'll end up subbing up to people that you don't even know because your butt will just go boom, boom. It's like a motor. Somebody turned the ignition on. Isn't that song Keys to Admission? Oh, what is it? It's a hip hop song.
I don't know.
The Keys to Admission. Come on, guy. Come on, Menace. What's the song? It has keys to admission. It's a hip hop song. Yeah, Ignition. Okay. I
Mission.
knew there was a song. Hey, Jeffrey.
Hey,
R.
Jeffrey.
Kelly. Okay. You know, he a nasty, 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 disgusting man, but he had a couple great songs.
Sing it, Lori. Sing it.
I can't remember the words or I would. Now, Denise, how do you know Dan's not constipated? Well, that's true. He did have White Castles not too long ago.
Doing good,
Yeah.
Jeffrey. Hope you're doing good too.
We are doing great. The remix to Ignition. Sheena, thank you too. Yep. Yeah. It's always great when you're in the garden of YouTube and the snakes come out. I try to warn Tim ahead of time. I do. And he's a good guy. And when you're friends for years, he doesn't see it. And
Yeah,
even if he did, unless you do something, he's going to stay loyal. And unfortunately, many times I have to tell him, I told you so, babe. I told
no,
you so, babe.
it sucks. I hate when stuff like that happens. I hate
But
seeing it, but
yeah, it's going to keep it just, that's the way. Hey, Sheena. Well, we're so glad you came by, Sheena. Just got to ask PC, what have you been doing? Your fingers are greasy.
oh,
Who's
I
PC?
messed up that purple curvy. Or
Ah,
no, no,
no.
no, 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 no. My bad.
Purple.
Purple cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Okay,
My
yeah.
bad. I apologize.
No, that's all right. She's here. Well, she's not here today, but I mean, she's in the community.
Hmm.
Kobe fan said he's back. Sheena, and it's not who you think. So this is a new one from today. Hey, Michael, how you doing?
Hey, Michael. Hope you're feeling better today.
Yeah. You could say subliminal. He did. He sure did, Victoria. But it's okay.
Oh,
What comes around goes around, and there's a lot to go around and around and around. Woo! Is it loyalty after you've been bit by a snake?
no.
Nope. All gloves come off.
Yep.
Fair is love and
Anything.
war.
Yep. Anything goes. Crazy. Oh,
Definitely true, fireman. Definitely true.
uh, yeah, that's Janie. That's my thing. I always say DTA.
Yep. There's a few of you I do trust, Jamie. Um,
Oh, yeah, but
but yeah, I'm learning. Yeah. Yes, firemen, there were a few that were in there standing up, taking up for us. You were definitely one of them, firemen. And like I told you there, I really appreciated you. There was quite a few in there. And there were only a few that were jumping on the bandwagon talking crap too.
no,
Tim really was just doing a reaction last night. Did not know that panel was going to erupt into 400 people in a chat and artists from all over coming in. It went crazy last night. So I
no,
do thank all of you mods who stuck with me. You know, we didn't allow them in the chat to attack Kurt or
no.
anybody. We kept it as fair and open as we could. Um, uh, yeah. So
It,
I appreciate all you mods because especially Marka doesn't stay up that late. She stayed up the whole night into the
no.
morning.
Yeah,
And Meg was busy. He came in. We had Mike and Fireman was there. Amanda, we had quite a few of you mods. So if you were there, yes, Janie, it was crazy.
no.
Burden was in there. We had Outlaw Nation in there. We had Mises on a panel. ACAL popped in. We had Kurt on the panel, HBR, Kenny react. I mean, yeah, it was
Yeah,
crazy.
it was. I man, to like trying to
Thank you,
mod all of
BC.
that and watch all that. I mean, I was just blown away by the things. I mean, but everybody done really good though on
They
catching
did.
things.
But then today it was all that Tim's a snake betrayed Creek Squad, and he was turning his back on this
So,
one, and he turned his back on that one for allowing
yeah,
people to free think and be an open.
just because somebody speaks their mind doesn't mean that they're attacking somebody. Everybody, what's the saying? Everybody has
And
an
an
opinion,
asshole. Yeah,
and
it's like
yeah,
asshole. Yep.
yeah. I mean,
Thank
just
you,
think about
Claire.
it. I mean, you're no, not everybody is going to agree on everything. It's just not going to happen. Everybody has their own opinions, their own look of things. I mean, just because you don't agree don't mean that you can't be civil or, you know,
Yep.
nice to one another. I mean, just because you agree, that doesn't mean everything's got to explode.
I think we only had to get rid of 3 people. 2 were spamming on behalf of somebody else. Unblock me.
Hmm.
I want to be part of that major
Right.
chat. I want to be part of it. But we had 2 people attacking Kurt about being on drugs. Nope,
Yeah.
that's not going to happen. So we took them out.
Yeah.
And sex talk was taken out. Like, I mean, accusing people of doing wrong,
Hmm.
disgusting things. So they had to go.
Yeah.
Um, but you guys really, I have to say, the mods, you guys held it down with me because Beverly Howard, Jesse Howard from Outlaw Nation, I was like, she goes, you got to slow this chat down. I was like, I don't know how to do it once the chat's already going. I know how to do it in the beginning of a live. So she sent me the instructions. So thank you, Beverly Howard. And I was
Yeah.
able to slow it down because when you got 400 people in the chat, nobody was seeing what the other, and people were misinterpreting. By the time you answered, things were being
Yeah.
misconstrued. So yeah, 5 people only out of 400 were taken out of there.
Yeah.
5 people.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's a clout chaser, Victoria, so we don't mind. But it was a
No.
wild night, and I think that the chat did better than some of the people on the panel at times.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had it on the slow mode every 8 seconds. Hey Loki, how you doing, Neff? So we had it where it was every 8 seconds somebody could talk.
Yeah.
And it still it did slow down. I think for some of us mods, it did was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah. It took I didn't get to sleep until about 4:30 this morning because I was just so, like, from all of that, trying
Hyped.
to yeah, just trying to calm down from it, like,
Yeah,
it was crazy. I loved it, though. I thought that it accomplished some things last night. I really
yeah.
did.
Because when Cashville jumped down, before he jumped down, he wanted to make peace between Acal Menace and Mises and Upchurch.
Yeah.
He says, call me. Let's try
Mhm,
to fix this so we can get back to the music. But then today is a different story.
mhm.
Hmm.
Makes you wonder.
Got to get that cheese. Got to get that cheese.
Hey, Loki.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever saw some of the people that came up on the chat.
Mhm.
And at the end, I did have to go up and people wanted to ask questions with it all died down for the few that were left. And well, most people, when you have a chat that big, Denise, a lot of people, like even T Dam came in and she was, all right, my
Yeah,
beautiful wifey, what are the rules of engagement?
right.
I said, nobody is to attack anybody on the panel as being drug users or into weird, um,
Mhm.
illegal sex stuff.
Yep,
No doxing, no kids stuff, no families.
yep,
And you know, it still, even toward the end, still had almost close to 200. So it was still kind of a
yep.
lot to manage when he finally said, just against us, Loki, just against us. So, but Yeah, be interesting to get some. Yeah, Purple, you did. And I was falling asleep, and then Tim was just doing another reaction, and I stay out of the reactions. I don't do the music stuff. Everybody knows that. I'll play music like my kind of music. I'll do music shows, but I'm not like on a, reactor kind of music like that.
Right.
And so I wasn't even going to, I was just going to happen to stop in, and it was the Upchurch video for his song. Um, so that turned out good. Well, then they were told Mises put out one, and I said, you got to end it. There's no way no way each artist gets their own respect. You're not gonna, cloudy each reaction. So he shut
Right.
one down. He brought that one up. He did that reaction. He was honest about the good points and the bad points.
No.
Um, and then uh, JJ Just Trey came out with one. So
Yep.
that dropped. So then Tim did that, and he was honest and neutral with that one. And then
Yep.
next thing you know, artists were popping in all over the chats, people from every different kind of communities. And we went from just doing reaction, what Tim did, and HBR just doing, and Kenny and Kurt for doing reactions and
Right.
talking, to a mega, yeah. Well, Ghost, he wanted to give him an opportunity to speak too. He had never been over, and
Mm.
we don't know a lot of these people. And it's about being neutral and letting everybody talk.
I
So,
I know it's not a popular opinion, and I said it last night. Like, Flawed, he is one for me at least. Like,
can
if you
you
don't
talk a
watch,
minute? I'll be
yeah,
right back.
yeah. If you don't watch him all the time, or you've never really seen his stuff, it's hard to decipher him. He's one like um he's very opinionated, but for one, but two, he yells a lot, and when he yells, it's not really he's not mad, so to speak. He's just that's just how he gets his point across, I guess you can say. But I mean, I like him personally. Like I said, I know it's probably not a
Hey, rejected.
popular opinion. Hey, rejected. Um, but again, just because I like him don't mean I have to not like people that don't like him. We can
Will you?
all, you know?
I don't like the N word. And even
Right.
Tim had said
Right.
it. And I
Right.
know, but it's not our job to tell an African American that what he can say or not.
Right.
That's, you know what I mean? But
Right.
it was our panel, it was Tim's
Right.
panel. It was starting to be Kurt and Alpha Tyler to work things out between them two.
Mhm.
I did not know that there was an issue between Flawed and Kurt. I didn't know, and I don't even know, because I did miss a lot of that because it was just reactions. It really was just reaction. And I do have to give Just Trey mad respect. Um he did take his down.
Yes.
So Just Trey, you were the adult, and I respect you. You don't I think you're still young. You got a lot of work to do and a lot of experience and wordplay, but you know what? I have mad respect for you, dude. And I'm not into the independent music as much as like the others, but I really do think that you did. It's all respect from me to Just Trey.
Yeah.
I He was the adult out of all the crap going on, the music wise, that did that.
Yeah.
So um, yeah, but I really thought by the time the yelling stopped, it seemed like Kurt was able, him and Alpha Tyler were talking civilly. Then him and Flawed finally got it under control and started civilly. And then it was Kurt or Mises and him, and it seemed to settle down. And then ACAL came up, and then those two had it, and they were set. And that's why I finally had to jump up there and be like, look, guys, he is not Upchurch's spokesman.
Right.
Hold on a minute. I gotta get
Okay.
this dog down.
Okay.
I told you I'm
But
not doing this with you. What?
what
What do
was
you want?
Amanda,
You
when
want
you
help?
said people
Come
have
on.
to understand Flawed has dark humor and gets hyper and excited. Yeah, that's basically how he is.
There you go. You're up. Now leave me alone.
But yeah, I do agree, like with
I swear to God, you're a
the N
chunky
word
monkey.
and my thing is to be respectful, like you're on somebody else's panel. I feel like it shouldn't have been used as
Okay.
much as it was. So, that I can kind of see that. You got to have respect for people's panels. I was talking about the flood where he was using
Yes.
the N word a lot, to be on somebody else's panel should have been a little more respectful
Yeah.
and
And
not
I
done
think
that.
after he settled down, it did get a lot better because I mean, every other word was blah, 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 blah.
Hmm.
Um, but I mean, if honestly, if it would have been a white person doing that, they would have been off and that'd have been the
Oh,
end of
yeah.
it, period.
Right. Right.
Um, Now, this is supposed to be off the hip. We usually keep it fun, no drama, but I
Yeah.
do know the chat leads us. People seem to want to talk about it. So, like I said, I'm going to give, there were a lot of good moments last night. There seemed to be, it looked like Cashville wanted to work with ACAL and Mises with church. When he got off the panel, he said, let's talk. There was no fighting. They were all laughing and talking,
Hmm.
but somewhere it's flipped
Yeah.
today. Um, but other than that, I mean, I stood up for Kurt. Tim stood up for Kurt. The chat, it was, you had the haters against him. You had the plus for Kurt. I know the chat, the moderators, we were all standing up for Kurt in the chat.
Hmm.
Yes, a true friend will not be afraid of correcting their friend. But I told, the one thing I do have to that I was trying to get through. If Tim sees something with Outlaw Nation, he does talk to his friends behind the scenes. That's
Right.
why I said it is not Kurt's responsibility to answer their questions about Upchurch because nobody knows what they talk about behind the scenes.
Right.
So I had to give him his props about that too. It did turn into a heated debate that ended up becoming more civil. Just like when Acal and Tim went at it, two grown men going at it, and then
Hmm.
it settled. Um, do I think there are a few instigating? Yes, but I think Tim or anyone has the right to tell anyone. That's true, BC. And he did
Yeah.
ask him, and he did calm down. But I think with the heat of the moment, it just, um, yeah. But you know what? The reason Tim didn't get involved on that one, Ghost, is because two grown men. Uh, if Tim would have stood up on his behalf on that, then it could have been made to feel like everybody looked at him as not being able to handle his own business. So
Hmm.
Tim did. There was a fine line. Tim's like, "Do I step in? But does that make Kurt feel like I feel like he's not man enough to handle himself when I know
Right.
he is, or do I?" Don't say anything, and then it looks like I'm allowing it. It was a weird night last night. So
Yeah.
exactly, Janie. I do think a lot of people are jealous of his friendship with church, but I also think a lot of people also hate him because of it too. I think like suck up to him and then hate him. I'd hate to be in his position
Yeah.
because you never know if somebody's real legit. I think he did really good too, Ghost.
Yeah. I think he did too. It was a great live. Like, I think he handled everything really well.
Well, thank you. And you're right. You have to let a man be a man because
Yes.
you can't. So a lot of that where they thought Tim was just allowing things to happen, he Kurt knew that if he needed something, he could ask, and we had his back in the chat, and Tim did, and he's like, "No, I'm good, T." So he was trying not to step on Kurt where Kurt felt like he wasn't being allowed to be a man and say what he
Right.
wanted to say. It was an open panel. Everybody was allowed to say whatever they wanted to say. Um, I did tell him, I was like, hey, a couple times, gotta get this under control with your panel. What are you? It's a little girl riding a bike on the other side. Quiet. All right, I got to mute.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, Menace, I say you are marked as safe for now, at least. Hey, Justice, it's good to see you.
We're so good. You stop. Turbo, I just put your little chunky butt up on the couch. Hi, Justice. Good to see you.
I agree, 90s. I
Yeah.
think that I think that also.
Well, sometimes you've got to, you know, some people just don't want you to be neutral. Some people don't
Mm,
want you to be unbiased. You have to be 100% no matter what, ride or die. And, you know,
no,
Tim is Outlaw Nation, but he's also Creek Squad. He
right.
he came on trying to give good advice to church about Katie Noel, I think is her name.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And he, being the older person, he's always going to try to give him advice. Now, the reason he didn't stand up with ACAL, let's be real, that there was beef behind the scenes. That's why he didn't. But with the Mises, he knew that there was two people that were trying to turn it into something that it wasn't. So he felt that he was going to be, when he had Up Church's back, when he said that there was diss, but when he thought there was no diss, he was trying to stand up for Up Church and them at the same time too.
no. Hey, Charlie, it's good to see you. And Ghost, there's nothing wrong with speaking your mind. You know, it's better to speak your mind than not, in my opinion. There's nothing wrong with it. To me,
Exactly.
that's not a bad habit.
Hey,
That's a good
Charlie.
habit.
And we encourage that. We even were telling supporters on both sides, don't time people out for speaking their minds.
Mm,
Somebody came in and says, I got timed out for speaking my mind. I'm like, as long as it wasn't vulgar, like crossing illegal vulgar and
uh-huh.
stuff like that. Um, what do you think about it, Justice? And 12 point in there trolling Tim. Tim was sending people links left and right. And then he caught on. He's like, thanks, 12 point. Nice troll. You got me. Those poor people are going to wake up saying, like, why did this guy send me links to what?
Yeah, I seen that. He
Meg.
kept sending, what is it?
She cut 8 inches
Oh
off
my
her hair.
gosh. Oh no.
I need a picture, Meg.
Say no to yes men. Yes, Loki, I agree with that. You cannot surround yourself with yes men and expect to
MMC.
achieve or to go above and beyond. You just can't. They yes men drag people down, in my opinion.
But there's a flip side to this, guys. I want people to think of this. If Jesse or New Breed were doing something, no way Tim would go public on a
Right.
live and say it out loud. He respects him. So when I looked at it that way,
Yeah.
I can see Kurt's
Mm,
point.
yeah.
So you were a hater of Triple T's back in the past when he first started. Wow. Well, we are glad to have you back, fireman. I did not know you were here like way back and then left and came back.
Mhm.
I did too. But at first I was like, what, who is JJ Longhorn? And I had to go ask Tim. He said, oh, he's an artist. And I'm like scrolling up. I just keep seeing Kurt saying, hey, Tim, drop JJ in his chat or in his IG. And I'm watching 12 point. I'm like scrolling. I'm like, there is no JJ Longhorn. I have not seen a Longhorn. And I'm like, this is made up name. And Tim's like, no, he's real. And I was like, well, Kurt and them are saying drop him the link. And I was like, babe, I can't find him. There's nobody in the dang link. So he's like, oh, well, thanks a lot. So 12 point got us. He was definitely trolling us and he
Oh
got
yeah.
us. He got the chat and he got the panel.
Yeah. Yeah, because he would
So,
say that and I was like, I didn't see that.
but then we'd have people saying triple T, triple T. Lori, tell Tim, tell Tim. Wait a minute. Lawhorn was in the chat, Amanda? I know JJ Hughes was. And really? Well, all right. I did not know he was there.
Must have missed that one.
That is true. He said Bez Believe in, but I know Bez Believe was not in there. Oh, don't you know, Meg? They're not taking it personally. This was all Triple T's fault. He's a snake. But who did you boot? You did or you did JJ. Who was the artist? JJ Hughes, not Lawhorn. That's who you
Yeah.
booted, Amanda. Was JJ Hughes or timed him out? Yes, JJ Hughes was. And then when I
Yeah.
asked him to be respectful of people, he said, I don't have to watch nothing. I said, well, watch this, bitch. And I timed you out. So how do you like that? You did watch. You did watch something. You watched me kick your ass out.
Yeah. Yeah, he was being very disrespectful last night.
He was to the chat, to women,
Mhm.
everything. He is doing fine. It was just he's just got a cold. He should be fine for the concert.
Yeah, I was wondering, I meant to ask you that because I had seen that, but I didn't see what was wrong with him. So I'm glad to hear he's okay.
Yeah, just has a cold. She said in the
Okay.
chat it wasn't bad. He's home already. They were worried it was more, but it was just I BC. I never saw him, but Amanda said that JJ Lawhorn was in there. It's like when Jen Burden for Jen left, Real Burden came in. And I was like, no, that's got to be Jen. It's like, nope. That was really Burden. And I have only heard of him and seen Burden, Burden fans like Jen, but I've never seen Burden at all. I've heard of him. And this is the first time in my 18, 19 months on that I
Mm,
saw him personally. So, but it was
fire.
nice to have Outlaw Nation in the chat.
Yeah.
So we had Outlaw Nation, Rise Up, Outlaw Nation in the house. Yes,
Yeah.
they were. So got to give credit. There were a lot of artists. In fact, Dragon came in, Demir Dragon, and he says, with all you artists in this chat, is there not one artist out there putting out a track tonight?
I saw that.
But to be fair, Kurt sent us a thing. Upchurch was doing laying tracks last night. He was in the studio. Yep. Beverly was in the chat. She's the one who showed me how to slow the chat down. Hey, Freedom. Thank you, Freedom, for helping us with controlling the crowds last night, too. He comes in, doesn't stay very long. He
Mm,
stayed quite a bit last night helping us.
yeah.
We had quite a few of you mods. Like I said, I salute the mods. Um, you guys did it.
Yeah.
Lisa's wife was there. Yeah.
Yeah, they done
So,
really well.
oh, yeah. Well, you too, because I know you and Freedom, you guys never stay that late.
Mm,
And you guys were there to the end. And so I definitely appreciate it. And Amanda ended up coming in and staying. Michael was there. Yeah, it was hard. It was. I'm
mm.
going to tell you, I couldn't even imagine. MMC told me that when it was political days, Tim had 25,000 one night.
Oh my
I said, wait a minute,
gosh.
you mean 2,500? He said, no, ma'am, 25000. Tim got over 7,000 subs off of that night. Hey,
Oh
Yankees.
gosh.
It
Hey,
was funny.
Yankees.
I thought it was fun too, 90s, except for, yeah, I knew there was going to probably be some backlash. And yeah, not where I expected it to come from, but, I should have.
Yeah.
She said, I was working so hard with being a mod, I couldn't even read the damn chat. Oh, no, I was working, so she couldn't read the chat.
Oh,
Yes, there was, Claire. At times there were over 400, but the average was 383 was the average.
yeah.
So it was hard. So like I said, I salute all our blue wrenches because, like I said, there were a lot of you who don't usually stay that late because it was like 1, 2 in the morning.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
guys were amazing because if everybody would have usually left like they usually do, right?
Yeah.
I'd have probably been on my own with just it probably been like me, MMC, a few, yeah, because most of you guys usually go to bed early.
Yeah.
So But yeah.
Well, the funny thing is I was on my, desktop, and I got off my desktop, and I was, getting ready for bed, and I was like, "Well, I'll continue listening," so I popped it on my phone, on my backup phone or whatever, and I was sitting there listening, and I come back, and, oh my gosh, it was like just it was almost like it just exploded, just I mean, quick.
It did out of the blue. It was supposed to be just a music reaction to us. Tim
Yeah,
just finished Up Churches. He was going to do Mises. He gave his true opinions, and that was it.
yeah. And then I took and after I come back and saw that, and I pulled out my laptop and I sat there with my laptop because I was like, I'm not going to leave them with this. Because that's just there's no way. That's too crazy.
I appreciate that, Rejected. I didn't even think about waking up because it was so, I was done for the night. And it was just, yeah, I know some people think it was stage. I know.
Yeah.
And it was just funny. Um, Whew, yeah. So I just happened to pop in, and Jeffrey was IG and Victoria. Like, what do I do on this person? Say, Victoria would text me like, Lori, what do you need us to do? All right, Amanda, thank you.
Later, Amanda.
And if, I was just telling people, these are the rules. This is all. Don't worry about anything else. Just with that many people, concentrate just on these key
Yeah.
points. Let them, everybody was heated. Everybody had a right to say and feel how they did. And
Yeah.
if we're not respected because we gave everybody a right, well, go
Mm,
change your diaper,
right.
change your tampons. I don't care.
Yep.
Everybody had a right to their opinions, and we allowed it. And, you know, and Kurt was okay with last night. Him and Tim were talking again this morning. So
Yeah.
if you don't know, keep your mouth out of it. So,
Right.
all right, let's see.
Yeah. That's what I always say. If you don't speak on something unless you have all the information.
Exactly. Tell a little one.
I think he's talking to Amanda.
It's only freedom of speech if they're allowed to say their side, Rejected.
Yeah.
But if you're the one and you have the panel and people are doing, then you're the one you're a traitor.
Mhm.
But if it would have been at theirs and they got then it's good. Then it
Oh, yeah.
wasn't. So, jokes on you, Menace. Amanda's going to bed. Leave her alone. She needs her rest. Just like you, Menace, hiding. And don't think you're not going to get a double next
Mhm.
week for making up, because he had a good panel too. So I didn't make him stop. We had
Right.
sisters last night. And what's funny is if I could have reached Holly last night, she fell asleep. But
Uh,
if we would have, it would have been over. He wouldn't even have gotten to do just Trey's song because he was going to be ending it at 9:15,
oh,
and that stuff would have never even happened last night.
no.
But then we wouldn't have seen the snakes till it was later.
Yeah.
So
It's good you
things
got to
happen
catch them
for
now.
yep, things happen for a reason.
Mm.
So
Menace, you were just scared to come and debate. We all know this. I don't know
mm-hmm.
why you keep trying to get out of it.
All right, Justin, I'll check it out later, I promise. I didn't even mind people being heated. Hey, Savannah, if they talk shit, because even at football games or even like the military, they clown each other back and forth, say shit. But when the chips fall down, you all stand side by side. Um, and you know what? If they could work it out, I want everybody to just get past the crap, get back to making amazing music.
Yes, me too.
Because look at how they do by themselves. Hey,
Mm.
Connie,
Hey,
welcome.
Con. Now listen, Menace. I'm on the side of where I know the truth sits. Now what you gonna do?
Ooh. She ain't even gonna make it to be your ex-wife because you ain't never even gonna get a chance. She's too smart for you to put a ring on it.
Oh, come on, Menace.
Well, Connie, I am glad you're here. That's
Mhm.
my old man.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I've seen her over there.
I have too.
Oh,
And I want to say, I don't, she did something in the chat last night and I can't remember. It wasn't a super chat or a membership or something, but she did something. We thanked her for something. I guess first time being there or something. I can't remember.
oh,
Yeah, we
thanks.
kept it simple on the rules and everything did work out.
Mm,
So now it's time he goes back to Outlaw Music streams. He'll be gone for Outlaw Nation. He leaves tomorrow. Um, no, that was an Athena or an Alina that did that.
yeah.
So
She might have became a member if I'm not mistaken. I think if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember. I don't know.
okay, it was for respect for Triple. Okay, I knew I had seen your name. You had done something. Hey,
Yeah.
teardrops. Nope, we didn't do sex talk today.
Yeah. We were a little mild today.
Yeah, we let the
And
chat. The chat decides where we go.
and hi, Savannah.
So,
It's good to see you.
yep, always good to see Savannah.
Yeah.
Nice to see teardrops too.
There's so many
So,
people like I'm starting to see like regulars. It's so good to see them.
yep, it is nice to see him because even though we don't do the music over here, most of
Mm.
us still are Outlaw Nation, Creek Squad, and Saint Squad. There's Hog Family, or what do they call? I don't know who ACAL's people are called.
Uh,
Hogs,
Ho- no,
or is
Hogs
that
is
Tom?
top. And oh
What's
man, I can't remember what's A Cow's. Can anybody remember?
well, we enjoy having you, Savannah.
Goon Squad.
Goon squads. Okay.
That's it.
So
Yeah.
we have people who are Goon Squad, Hog Squad, or Hogs. We've got Outlaw Nation. We got Creek Squad. We have a whole blanket. And you know what?
Hmm.
Everyone is welcome. And I sure
Yes.
hope that when we all saw how Cashville was kicked to the curb, and now look where he is a year later, eventually what comes around goes around full circle because you like people, you get into arguments, eventually it comes back.
Mm.
Let's all pray for the healing because the music and the supporters are what matter more than anything. And I
Yeah.
personally, when I saw the collabs, listen to the collabs, I get more excited about the collabs. I ain't gonna
Yes.
lie. Up Church with Desperado, and then Welcome to My House
Hmm.
and Hide the Weed,
Yep.
three of the top independent music. And I like my hair rock, classic rock, mainstream rock. Everybody knows that. But those three for independent, those are the three top songs that off the top.
Well.
I don't think those three can be beat. Now,
No.
I have to admit, I don't listen to a lot of independent music. So, but I even had Tim. I said, look, you take everybody's request. Can I have two songs? And he said, what do you want? And he knew. He's like, never mind. You want Hide the Weed and Desperados. I'm like, hell yeah.
Mm.
Something about his pitch when he's singing Desperado,
Yeah.
it's got this vibration to it. And it
Yeah.
just kind of is like, it's like butter. It just kind of, the sound kind of like melts in
Yeah.
for your ear. It's just something about that. Um, And then Welcome to My House. It talks about how anybody would do anything to protect your family and
Hmm.
house. And I don't smoke. I've never gotten high. Don't do drugs. But something about that beat, that Hide the Weed, and Dirty's voice with Hitman's.
Yeah.
It's I don't even care about anything else. It's a song has to grab me.
Yeah.
So those are the three top songs. If I have to choose for independent music, those three are going to be at the top of my list over and over again. And you know what? I don't care what anybody says. If I want to rock with all of them, I'm going to rock with
Hmm.
whoever I want to rock with,
Yeah.
because I don't have to like everything Upchurch does,
Right.
but I can like his music and like some of what he does. I
Yeah.
don't have to like all of anybody else either. I
No.
don't I don't have to like that all of them get high. I don't get high. Am I supposed
Right.
to not listen to any artist because they get high? No, they all get high. I don't. But I
Right.
could like a song about getting high and hiding your weed.
Right. Exactly.
But I'm also going to be honest. And if if that's your job to react to how they act in the music world, it's just like TMZ or how they react to what, just because they like an actor or an actress, if they mess up, they're going to call it out.
No.
That's not swapping up and saying, oh, they hate this actress now.
Right.
You can't ride in my Range Rover. Afro Man fan here. I wouldn't even waste your time, Victoria.
No. No, that's me. Like, what I always say is you can like the music and not like the artist, or like the artist and not like their music. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep,
it could go both ways. Just because two artists are having beef or talking and saying this and that and doing this and that doesn't mean that you have to stop liking that artist. One or
that's
the
why
other.
Tim rejected. That's why Tim's being called out as a fake. See, I don't know. See, like I said, I'm only new, so I'm only and I met a lot of good people through, because they actually found Tim because of Creek Squad and Upchurch. And then we found the other half because of Outlaw Nation.
Right.
So you want somebody to like you for being a good person, not your music. But see, if I'm never going to meet an artist, I'd rather it be good music, because what they do in their personal life is their personal business. If they
Mhm.
bring it on the internet and make it
Yes.
public, it is the job and the right to people on the internet to talk about it publicly.
Hmm.
That's what I don't understand. How is it wrong to talk about it if it's brought to the internet?
Right.
So, you got plans for this weekend?
I may be going to see my parents, depending on how everything goes. But besides that, probably not, because it's supposed to be raining and dreary. So it's going to be another one of those freaking inside days if we don't go. So
Hey,
what about?
Mugs.
Well, you got your grandbaby, don't you?
I do it by myself. So I've got the dogs, if the weather's bad, and the baby all by myself this weekend. And he's going to want, and it's swimming time, which means outside in the weather. So the dogs will want to stay out in the heat. I'm going to have to lock them up. And then I've got to try to take care of him and the dogs all weekend alone. So it's going to be I know by Sunday, I'm going to be,
Yeah.
Tim will either be home late Sunday night or early Monday, or
Uh,
sometime Monday, because I know after the concert he goes back with New Breed.
you have to make sure you get plenty of sleep for Friday.
It's only one day.
True. Just take you a long sleep day tomorrow.
uh, exactly, guys. Exactly.
Mhm.
We got Mugs in the building.
Oh, hey, Mugs.
He says he's the best rapper out there, at least in his head and in his house.
Who said that?
Mugs in the
Oh,
past.
did he? Oh,
So
okay.
I could agree. People
Yeah.
think they're the best as long as it's in their house.
Mm.
So what you doing, Big Mouth? Uh, Man, it's so good to see everybody.
Yeah.
So do you have plans? I mean, if the weather's nice, do you have plans?
Now, if the weather's nice, then we'll probably cook out and hang outside and maybe go um, to the creek or something.
Okay.
So,
Why don't you
yeah,
guys get a pool?
we've thought about it, but it's um the way that the land is set up. I mean, we've got a pretty good amount, but we're kind of like at a bottom of a hill, so we're kind of sideways, so to speak, and it's just it would be a lot of crap to have to do. We'll just say that. I like to have one though.
Once you get it started, as it myself, Rilla duct tape, and my brother on the engineering. Okay, kill switch click is mugs. Okay.
Okay.
We Once you get the salt system and the sand system up and going, the
Yeah,
pool, except for doing your daily cleaning, like scoop using, getting out the bugs and the leaves or whatever, and then running your vacuum, it's almost no work at all.
no. Oh no, we may eventually.
It's worth it, I think, especially when it's just the two of you.
No,
I noticed that we did more when we had the kids and swam without them, but then the times that we do go in there, we in there while we have the floats and everything, and it's nice to just get in there and relax. But the dogs will be barking and barking, and
no.
it's crazy.
Plus, we've got a couple of creeks around us that's real nice to go to and just like a lot of people just kind of gather at. It's pretty fun. Everybody's got like their four wheelers or, they're running around. Some people are fishing. Like it's just, it's just kind of fun just to go down there.
Yeah, we used to, but I'll tell you, after having your own pool and it's clean and you can see at the bottom, and people ain't peeing or pooping in the
Yeah,
pool, in the lake.
true.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard for me then.
Oh, that's why when we go to the stream, or to the creek, we stay up away from everybody.
But pee and poo travels down the water.
Yeah, that's why
You
we
got to
stay
be
up
up
from
what?
it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
But
why
what
we
about
stay up.
people that are further up from you and it travels?
Well, see, we don't think about them because, we try to get as far away as we can.
Well, Loki, get some sleep. I didn't realize it was almost 2 a.m., but thank you for coming and hanging out with me and
Oh,
Maka. We don't ever do more than 2 hours unless it's just a crazy, weird night.
yeah. We've been pretty mellow the past two lives we've done, haven't we?
Well, last time was Sunday, and this one,
Uh-huh.
the chat just, they wanted to talk about last night. And
Yeah.
so, yeah,
Night, Loki. I hope you have a good one.
it's
Yeah, we've been pretty
UK's, not German menace. Well, it's been in the high 90s here, and that's without humidity. When you add the humidity, we're over 100. But we lost power today, right at 3 o'clock, hardest part of the day. And if you have a brick home, it holds the heat.
Oh, yeah.
So we got up to 95 before the power came back on after an hour and a half.
Shoo.
Hi, sister. Sister, sister. My precious, my precious. I get it, Michael. And we have
Oh,
no
yeah.
problem. Like we said,
No,
whatever the chat wants to talk about, we are not going to run from it. It doesn't matter what the
mm-mm,
topic is.
no. We face
So,
things head on.
yep, it is
No,
what it is.
yeah.
People
I
don't like
like,
it, they can
yeah,
leave.
right. That's, I like going with the chat, because you get to interact and talk to everybody, and I just I don't know, I like it. So
Though Slapaho did take us down a crazy, crazy.
yeah,
I got blamed for that one, Slapaho, but it's okay. We still value the chat's conversations first.
Yes.
So they want to
Um,
talk about Minna's being window licking.
yeah.
Well, all righty. Minna's, do you like the windows dirty or clean before you lick them? And do you like it rolled up or rolled down where it's split? Do you like that kind of window or you don't? You like to be able to see through your window or do you like it cloudy and dirty? That is true, Michael. I had people wanting to ask Tim questions. And I told him, put them in the chat. But then at the end, they were still. And I'm like, I told you to put your questions in the damn chat. I am his wife. I will get your questions. And at the end, there were some listening where I
Yeah.
got to go read the questions. But the one, just, well, I want to ask, you know what? I'm not going to, you're just trolling because I asked you to put your questions in
Right. So Menace likes he likes window what is it? Well,
right in the middle.
Windex on the side.
Oh, Windex on the side. Okay.
I think I need to get my eyes checked.
Uh, we were so busy making sure everyone wasn't saying or starting stuff, we couldn't keep up what was going on the panel.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, how do you think I felt, Michael? I had to keep on top of the chat and the panel. Even though it wasn't my panel, I was trying to make sure everything was good. Menace is peeking in your window, Mugs. He likes to lick them.
Yeah,
Lick
be
them where the
careful.
good Lord stick 'em. Pow pow. That almost reminds me of a song. Who's that peeking in my window? Peeking in my window. It was the creepy gentleman down the street.
Oh,
There's Burden's fans, Jen. Hey George, how are you? We talked about you a few minutes ago, Jen. How she came in, she's in for a while, she leaves, and then Burden comes in.
no.
Then he leaves, and then she pops back in. I thought it was her at first with two accounts.
Yeah.
True. I do. You know, I have a stand, Meg. You're the one who let me know. So I do know there's somebody always watching me. I'm glad you had it was a crazy night, but you enjoyed it, Connie.
Yeah, that's Michael. That's a Michael Jackson song. Uh-oh. I hear
Blue.
thunder. Hey,
Uh-oh.
George. Hey, Jen. I don't
He
think I said
always cheers me up every day, George does. How he finds the corniest, funniest little memes.
that. Yeah.
They're funny. Hey Joe, how you doing?
Hey, Joe.
He came in last night too in the chat, and I tried saying hi, but the chat was flying so fast. I don't even know, Joe, if you even saw me saying hi. Jim was there in the beginning. It was not a planned live. It did not go as planned. It was just supposed to be reactions to two songs, and he was ending.
Oh,
Yeah. So it didn't quite go that way. But Joe did come in, and so it was nice to see a lot of you.
yeah. Yeah, it was a mixed crowd. I noticed that, some people was talking that they wasn't comfortable because, they were part of a different, um, well, crap, my mind just went blank. Like squad or whatever, like
Right,
they're part of, and they wasn't comfortable on speaking or, because their opinions were different. And I was like, there's everybody are all different communities are in here.
right,
It's not just one set.
man. Let's see. The childish shade being thrown on both sides from last live with Kurt. It was it
Yeah.
was crazy. Oh my god! And there are people just so full of hatred. Good eyes to the mod. All of you, because Jen, I thank you were already out, I think, but I thanked all the mods because a lot of you don't usually stick around that late, and I had a lot of you backing me up last night, and I appreciate it. I could not have done it on my own.
Mm.
So I'm definitely. I got guests at the ranch and have not been on. All is well here in Ark. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Joe. Exactly, Burden. And it was just supposed to be a reaction, and Tim had no control over last night how it happened, and he was just being neutral, letting all sides talk to hopefully fix everything. But we
Yeah.
found out, all it did was leave a target on him that
Yeah.
he's a backstabber and a snake. So,
Yeah.
yep. Now, Acal did ask if he could come back when it's not about drama.
Yeah.
So that'd
Yeah.
be nice.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Because I'd like to hear exactly. That's what we said, Jen. We hope everything just gets fixed out and they get back to making the music because I
Mm.
know there was some. I know you went to bed early, Justice. I'm not anybody who wasn't there or went to bed early before all this shit went down. I do not hold you guys.
No.
Trust me. I was trying to go to bed. Facts, Meg.
Yep. I agree. We need to do a panel with Meg one time or a
Uh,
couple times.
well, I told you I'm trying to work on a little something, something.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I might have to get with you and see about an ideals too,
Okay.
because I have something in my head. We were gonna go live last night, but then when I couldn't reach Holly, we were still gonna go. Um, and the crap went sideways, so there was
Mm.
no way for us to actually have a live. That there was no way.
Right.
So, but yeah, there's quite a few of you that I'm thinking about.
No.
Hey, Jen, are you going to be in Ohio this weekend? Wait a minute. He don't tell me he did justice too, because he's been banned from all his harassing women and wanting to have sex with his cousin.
Mm.
We kicked him from the community. So I can imagine him saying something stupid in the comments. Hmm.
There you go, Meg.
Hey, Scooter, how you doing?
Hey, Scooter. Scooter, Scooter. Well, welcome back, Spencer.
Let's see.
Here recently, Menace? Or was it like a while back?
Oh, he's been doing this for a while. We've kind of given it a free pass,
Yeah.
and finally he went and said that Tim betrayed Outlaw Nation for putting on a hat saying he rides with Outlaw Nation when he was going at it with A-Cal.
Mm. Hey,
And
Blue.
oh, Blue Eyes came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we needed every mod that we had last night. So, like I said, I definitely appreciate you. So,
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
oh yeah, he's been doing it for years. And a lot of us were thinking, we know he's not emotionally there.
Right.
Tim has
But
bumped his head and lost his way.
no, I didn't know when Menace had said it, I didn't know if it was something like here, because I know that I hadn't seen him, and I didn't know you know, if it was like somewhere else or just here recently, like on this side, because I hadn't seen him. So I was curious as to where it was.
That's what I'm trying to find out where Dustin. I'm not seeing anything from Dustin.
No, Justice, that's no. Hmm. Yeah, Jen, I say it probably was. Yes, 90s. I think that's going to be really good.
What? Acorn flower. Yes.
ACA going to be guest. Or
Yeah.
is both of them?
At different times, they both said that
Okay.
they would like you. Oh, Spencer, I knew that. Yeah, we had been watching this. Um, yeah, because Cash was out.
Yeah, I would say
So
so. I
Triple
would.
T is trash. Who is God in politics? Hmm.
Yeah, Victoria, I didn't either. That's why I was asking. I wanted to make sure that he hadn't popped up somewhere that,
Let's see what flavors. It was before to block him. Okay, Justice. Yeah. Let's see.
I always try when I find out, certain things are going on. I always try to keep an eye out when I go, to different places to make sure.
Yeah. But if people don't like the neutral, it's okay. They don't have to.
Right.
So,
Meg, I think I'm wanting to say he's somebody on the Creek Squad side, if I'm not mistaken, that he had done some
ugh.
kind of weird stuff too.
He's got
I
red
think.
hair, kind of chubby with glasses, and yeah.
Uh, I think he was doing like some weird stuff with um, Creek Squad there for a while, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, so he is a member of Creek Squad. Okay, maybe then I'm thinking of somebody else, a
Yeah, but
different lady.
he used to be, uh, a lot has gone down. I've heard weird things about him too,
Uh,
but I can't think of everything.
no, there's so many different like communities and stuff. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with anymore. Like who's who and what's what. Unless you're in them constantly, it's hard. And I've kind of stepped back quite a bit. I got too overwhelming.
True. Let's see what else. Yes, he wanted to
Yes,
play dress up and always sent tornadoes to people. And yeah,
yes,
that's
it
the one.
is. Yes, Jen. It's very scary. There's a lot of very strange happenings, I should say, on the internet.
That's crazy though, too, how many there are.
Yeah,
I was trying to see. It's just
right, Jen.
crazy.
I'm the same way. I would like to know who.
Well, he has definitely been put out of the community because I told him, first of
Oh,
all, you're going to keep sexually harassing women. At first, we ignored it. I'd like to say one thing to being a moderator on so many channels. I literally see main switches. I can tell who has me blocked and so many things I've never really talked about. Wow. Well, Jen, you're like me and Maka and a lot of us women over here. We all say our name And, you
Mhm.
know, uh, you're always welcome here. You know that.
Yes.
Even when we've had differing opinions, you do. Oh, okay. It was in a negative. I was like, what?
Uh,
Yep. And you got to see real for real. And just
mhm.
because you speak your mind doesn't mean you're wrong or that I don't have to. I respect you more for being able to speak your mind.
Right.
So I might not always agree on everything that you ladies say, but I know you're not going to agree with everything I say or how I say it either.
Right.
And some of us have been friends for almost 2 years now. The
Well,
few who were weeded out, well, we know they're the real problem because it's
right.
awful funny that they're standing alone still, and the rest of us have all made connections and gotten along pretty well.
Well,
So 90s.
nice.
I couldn't read 90s. When she first came around, I was like, who is she? Is she Creek Squad? Hey, rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep those
Rolling.
doggies rolling. Rawhide, rawhide. And then as 90s stuck around and she showed her metal and her steel. And she goes, you know what? I stand with people I like. I'm
Mm,
not a coward. I
right.
don't believe what I hear. I watch what I see. And so is Justice.
Mm.
So is Roland and Rejected and Jen, you.
Well,
So,
yeah. I mean, you always want to stand for something.
yeah. You wanted to go live with me the day
Yeah.
everything went down. You were like 100, like, I
Yeah.
stand with you, Lori. Let's do this. And I'm like, let's just wait.
Yeah.
I was more about protecting my real friends than, worrying about me.
It's like I ain't going nowhere.
Nope. So, and who's RK? Is Roland trying to talk, saying he's hitting out to R. Kelly?
Mhm.
I know what you're
Uh-oh.
doing, Roland. I see you, RK. That secret for R. Kelly. Hit me up. I got some hairspray. Exactly, Burden. And I also noticed that a lot of the newer ones, they don't know the history. I do know there's a lot of older gentlemen becoming reactors lately. It's like Tim has started a wave. Have everybody noticed this? I
Yeah.
tease TNT 13 reactions, snowman reactions, and there's another one. There's like 4 or 5 grandpas doing
Yeah.
reactions now on country. I was like, look at you, Tim. You're a
Yeah.
trendsetter. Exactly, Savannah. And you did too. So don't think I don't see you. I
Yeah.
see you guys. I see you a lot more than people think I see. That's a good thing about insomnia.
Yeah.
So you noticed it, fireman? Roland had to take all my hairspray because he likes to put dreads in his back hair, dreads on his legs and his arm hair. See, Dan has two, Burden. Dan has two. He's been Creek Squad before. I think he's the old school Creek Squad. It's hard, Michael. It's hard
Mhm.
to get it going.
Yeah. But you think about it like for me, for example, I keep saying I'm going to go live. I'm going to go live. And then when the time comes and I'm like, okay, I'm doing this, then it's just I don't know. Like it's like, okay, do I have this set right? Do I want to do it this way? Do I want to do it that way? And then the next thing you know, it's I've talked myself out of it because it's hard. Like you don't know what to expect.
Yep,
But I just need to put my big girl panties on and just go with the flow.
I agree. 100.
But yeah, Jen, I've been around the independent, I would say probably going on 2 years now. I
Yeah,
think 2 or 3, somewhere around in there. So I still say I'm fairly new because to this day I'm still learning, new independent artists and stuff. And with the rundown, I've really learned a lot of, you know,
right.
so, oh, you're fine, Sean.
I think he did say both our names when he came in. It's
Oh,
just with our mics and stuff. I think that's where it got mixed. So he forgot. He thinks he forgot to say it to you. But it's always
oh,
nice, Sean, for you to come in and do it again.
yes.
True, Savannah. Now, what's weird is like me and Roland. We were cordial, but we were like on different sides basically, and not that there is sides. I don't care what anybody says. You try
Yeah,
not to, but there's sides.
yeah,
And something changed, and I said, I am going to reach out to him because I had said something and I want him to know because I'm going to put it out there and I want him to know why I said what I said.
no,
And me and Roland, it's been way over a year. And I couldn't imagine. I told him he's stuck with me. We're family. He's
no,
stuck. It's been over a year, and he's got support whether he likes it or not. But he's been trying. He every time he's ready to start his channel, he changes and trying to learn new things like you. So
no,
I'm excited to see what both you guys do. I can't wait.
no.
So, oh, they're gonna go crazy because Daddy's home.
Uh-oh.
So I'm gonna mute it while you talk.
Okay. Let's see here.
90s, you're welcome, honey.
Uh-huh. So, Michael, I gotta ask, why do you not like your voice? I've heard you say that a lot. Has somebody said something, or is it just something that you think?
He got on
I'm
panel and
curious.
sounded like Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
I'm teasing you, Michael, but he did get on panel. He doesn't his voice. We actually when he was talking, we thought it was somebody else. That somebody else came up on the panel.
oh,
Michael, we tease each other.
this is the thing, Michael, over here is you got to tease each other. We like to have fun and tease, and it's all part of it. Like it's almost kind of like an initiation, I guess you could say, if you want to call it that. Like, if you get picked on that you're liked. I was just curious, like, because I heard you. Was it up on Menace? Well, I guess it was up on Menaces, but yeah, poor Spencer, he gets teased all the time, but it's what we all do. It's just fun. It's good humor, good fun. But fireman,
And we weren't making fun of him. It's just really the guys were on the panel and we had been talking to him. And then all of a sudden we had to put Menace had to put a cover up
yeah,
and or we were watching a video or something. And then all of a sudden somebody said something and we're like, who the hell said that? And we're like, literally was like, who the hell got up on your panel, Menace? Who'd you let up? He said, I didn't let anybody up. Michael's like, it's me. And I'm like, Michael? Because he sounded different when he was talking to us. And then all of a sudden it was like a whole different.
right. See, even rejected, he gets his wheelchair stake. But I will tell you, Michael, I don't like my voice. I hate my voice. I think I don't know. I don't like it. I hate listening to myself back on lives, but I do it to make sure that, my audio and stuff's good, but I hate it. So, but don't let it discourage you. It's all in fun. You should get back up on panel again.
Who's a donkey? Oh. Yeah, she got teased saying that she called people donkeys or jackasses, and she didn't, but it was funny.
Oh,
And
yeah, with yeah,
yes, and Spencer gets teased. He wanted to be teased. He stepped into the deep end, and
yes,
now, but he's a good sport. So we
uh-huh,
definitely, we tease each other. But
uh-huh,
if you get clowned by us, your friends, just think about it. You could take getting clowned by anybody, no matter what they say about you. You good.
yeah,
So that's what's great about it.
mhm. That's what I love because everybody, you can pick on people, pick on each other and joke and cut up and it's all in fun. Nobody gets upset. Like it's just a good time.
Yep. They're lucky because when Sen used to be on panels, now he would tease the hell out of everybody.
So yeah, I remember the first time I got on panel was at Sisters, and I was a nervous wreck because he was up there. I was like, "Oh my God, he's gonna roast me so bad," and I
Sorry
was
about
not
that,
ready.
Burden. That
I,
makes sense. Hey, Blindside. Yeah, I can see. I remember you, like, you were so.
yeah, I was scared to death. Well, I wasn't scared. I was just nervous. I was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna get roasted so bad."
Now, see, I didn't know that he had came in the chat, Victoria. I thought they just made it up that you were calling somebody that, and you really didn't.
No, he'd come I remember that he had come into the chat and she said I think she said, "Hi, jackass or something," and everybody started laughing and picking on her about it. "Hey, blind."
I think Sean's the one. Is it right, Sean, that he reached out to me and he says, I want you to know I really like your guys' show, yours and Maka's, because I like to listen to her voice. It helps me go to sleep.
Yeah.
And he's like, I hope she don't take that the wrong way. I was like, no, just a very soothing voice. Oh, don't. Hey, Blindside, I know you can't see us, but Menace is here. He's like, don't
Busted
tell him I'm
Menace.
here. He can't see me. I'm sure you have, Burden. That is facts. I just don't like to hide. This is who I am. Take it or you leave it.
Yeah,
If you
like me,
leave
love
it,
me.
don't care.
Yeah, like me, love me, hate me. Oh, well.
But the one thing you risk is I'm a real one. I'll be your friend and I'll ride or die for you. I'll stand up for you. But when you betray me, well,
No,
you lost a real one.
no,
No, he can't get my hairspray because I don't have any more hairspray. MMC, Roland took it for the dreads on his back. Hey, Messiah, how you doing?
hey, dark. Oh my gosh.
How's that PlayStation 5 going for you, Messiah? Do you get to play it anymore? Well, Burdens, you know you got to join the next sisters panel with us. I had a bunch of women ready to join yesterday.
Mm,
We had Meg, we had you, we had Bree. There was Holly and me. There was going to be Rock On, a couple others.
well,
So, but when you're tired and exhausted, sometimes you fall asleep.
no.
I'm a whole grandma though. I ain't got time for it. Hey, I was at for 5 years. I've been trying to play it more. It's hard when I'm so used to the Xbox. Yeah. Well, we have the Xbox, and Tim, last time he tried turning it on was about 5 years ago. And the updates took over 6 hours. He just shut the damn thing off. And we know now if we turned it back on,
Oh
forget it.
gosh.
Yes, honey. You
Maybe better to do like can you do like factory resets on those, I wonder?
do. Not that I know of. Uh, Burden, is it under Burden's fan Gin? Because if you want, mine's just under Lori's World or Lori Faust. Vinny, Vinny, Vinny. I live by 4 letters. EMFH. Eat, mom, fucker, hose. Every motherfucking hoe. You want to eat every motherfucking hoe, Rock On? Okay.
Meg, she was talking about last night for sisters that you were one of the people that was going to come up.
Oh, that I was asking.
Yeah.
All right,
Every
Burton, I'll
man.
look you up. Every
Oh,
man for themselves. So you just take every man that's by himself, huh? That's who you live by? Rockin's like, I only fuck with some, every man that's by himself, I'm coming.
how's that rejected?
After
Rejected said he
5
couldn't
or
with you.
10 years, shoot, I don't even know if Tim knows where all the damn plugs are at anymore. He just shoved them up underneath in the shrunk. He's been wanting to get a PS5 or 6 now. We're just
Uh,
waiting until Jackson gets a little bit uh, older.
yeah.
See, I never had covered my ass because I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm not worried about any text messages coming out.
Mm.
I wish somebody would instead of quit talking their shit. Put them out. Put your shit on blast. Wax. Let's wax. Because I got them too. Be
Oh,
hardwired. It
yeah.
only picks the ones you need to download. Not all need updated.
Oh,
Savannah dropped 2 videos. Devise, you're amazing. Who the hell is he saying is devise? You're amazing. See, blind sight. If you could only see, you could spell better. I don't know who you're talking to. We ain't got no devise. Any device? Are you talking about devices? You want to give a rose to a device? Exactly, Burdens.
yeah.
Yes.
I always say as YouTube turns.
As the YouTube turns, so will your friendships and your supposed. It was supposed to say Denise. He's trying to get with your devices, everybody. Hide your phones. Blindsight's in the house. He's giving away roses. He's trying to serenade. He's going to take your circuit boards to a whole new level.
Meg, just toss him a sandwich. He'll leave.
Menace is always peeking in windows. Yeah, we have had a fin for yourself kind of night. I made some egg salad a couple nights back, and what's so funny is I have been craving peanut butter and jelly.
Hey,
Hey,
Jay.
Jay, who was on Twitch? I don't. Who are we talking
Uh,
about?
Alpha Tyler was playing Fallout.
Yeah, but with who?
Oh no,
He said hi. Oh, he was
he
on
was on
Twitch.
Twitch
Okay, gotcha,
watching.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about somebody, and my brain went blank.
Mm. And so I made some dill chicken with roasted potatoes and fresh roasted green beans. It's really good.
Okay. We had green beans, ribeyes, and those Lipton onion fried potatoes in the oven last night.
No.
Tonight, we're just having Japanese.
Oh,
Yep.
I've never tried it. I've heard that it's good.
I always get the filet with extra zucchini and onions with the rice and noodles, and Tim gets the shrimp and sometimes shrimp and scallops. Nope, no peanut butter pickle. Just peanut butter and red raspberry preserves, the ones with the seeds.
I love
Gang,
raspberry.
gang. Meg's 9 toes up, 9 toes down. She's definitely got the wiggle. Wiggle,
Oh,
wiggle, 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 wiggle.
I hear that song every time.
But I'm trying to remember who it's from. What cartoon? Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
uh,
Mickey Mouse.
oh
It's
yeah,
from a Mickey Mouse cartoon.
yeah.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah. I can't eat strawberry jam because it always takes me back to Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood, Sex, and Magic. No, it's not the Wiggles. The song is off of uh, Mickey Mouse Funhouse.
Mm.
But Strawberry Jam, when he gets that female cop and he pulls her over and he's like, turn it into, hit it so hard I turned that into Strawberry Jam.
Oh, God.
Sir Psycho or something like, yeah, Blood Sex Magic was all, every song was raunchy, but it was an amazing album. Let me see if I can put the lyrics, and maybe I won't say cutting grass with the polyps in the grass. What?
Yeah,
Red Hot
we're
Chili
all,
Pepper
uh,
song.
what do you call it? Low on sleep or
Yes.
lacking sleep.
Now watch. By our show Wednesday, after not sleeping all weekend, yeah,
Be
you don't
prepared.
know what's going to happen. Hey, Tim, that was pretty loud. You know what? Your
Hey,
burp.
holler boy.
Hey,
Good to
holler
see you.
boys. How you doing? No. Did you guys see Train's lead singer died? He slipped in the tub of a house he was house sitting overseas,
Uh-uh.
and he slipped in the shower, and it wasn't until 5 days later when the family that he was house sitting for came home and found him.
Oh,
Lead singer of Train is
that
dead.
sucks.
Yep.
Good night, BC. Have a good evening at work.
No, he burped, but it was loud, and I was afraid everybody would hear it.
I thought it was
Oh, you thought it
a
was a
poop
fart
too.
that I
Yeah,
was talking about? No, it was his
yeah.
burp. He was just so, I don't know if you guys heard him burping, but it was pretty loud. Good night, BC. He's at work. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Have a good night. Just woke up about to bring my wife to work. Okay.
Uh, Make up money, money.
She works hard for the money.
We're gonna have to think of a topic for Wednesday since it's gonna be lack sleep topic day.
Should we do another karaoke night? If my voice is hoarse, we would do karaoke with Macha singing.
Oh, this
Hey,
girl
it's
can
only
sing.
fair you have to help too. You could use a filter.
I'm not gonna say, it, but okay.
But yeah, if everybody remembers the week before last, I hadn't slept for 5 days. And is Tim going live tonight? He'll either be on Kurt's or Kurt will be on Tim's tonight. One of the two. What are you doing tonight?
Menace.
You haven't called Kurt yet?
I had nightmares, Menace. I'm still scared sometimes.
No. Let me find out for you. All right. What is your take? Oh, gosh. Burton's washing dishes. I guess he met the tile instead of Virginia. What? I guess he met the tile instead of Virginia. What too soon? It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Holler boy, we will let you know. Oh, whatever, Menace. You like that night. Shout, shout, shout. I can't even get that deep. Like my voice was so hard and so it was so raw from not sleeping that I could do shout at the devil like I was possessed. And you were just now I can't get my voice that deep. How did it
That's
go?
what I was telling Menace. I said, I still have nightmares. I'm still scared. Help me, help me.
Tim's like, that's the night he came in and was like, who's that possessed on the panel? Somebody needs Jesus. Somebody needs to go to church, drink some of that holy water. It's like, no, that was with no sleep. I'll just reenact scary movies like the Exorcist or whatever that crazy witch is.
That's from Wizard of Oz, ain't it? I get you, my pretty. Or is that gingerbread? What was the two
No,
gingerbread?
that was "I'll get you, my pretty."
Yeah,
When she was running, and then when she threw the water, she goes, "Help!
yeah.
Help! I'm melting! What have you done to me, you evil little girl? I'm melting, melting." I do an amazing Dolly Parton midget.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but I get down really low where my knees are like underneath my chin, and I pull
Uh-huh.
my shirt up over my knees like they're two giant titties, and so I'm like the midget Dolly Parton.
Oh,
And then I'll sing one of her songs like "I'm working 9 to 5." um, I went to mix that strawberry with the ginger ale.
yeah.
It was nasty. It was
Yeah.
nasty. I took one
Oh,
sip and there was a film. I wonder why. I think because they were only a quarter, they might have been expired. Because
uh,
liquor does go bad, guys. I bought some peach schnapps one time and it was on sale. And we mix it with orange juice. And the orange juice, instead of being orange, was more like a brown. That stuff separates and it alcohol does ferment
yeah.
and it gets nasty.
I
All
always
right,
put
holla boys.
always put my like my hard liquor. Well, I used to. I'd put it in the freezer, and it seemed to last longer.
It depends on the proof. Well, for peach
Oh,
schnapps, but this was just a little bottle, and there was like a film on my glass with the. And I asked Tim, I says, I think my ginger ale tastes bad, and I just couldn't get the taste. It was just bad. I think for
well,
a quarter, when you get one of those little uh, airplane shots,
yeah.
there's a reason they're only a quarter, guys. Don't buy them.
Mm.
They nasty. They nasty. Well, hello, my precious sister. Welcome back to the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. The fruity ones are going to go bad. Yep, I 100% agree with that.
I say it's
So,
probably with the added sugar,
yeah, but it
get the
sounded so
flavor.
good, strawberry. But even when I opened it to smell, it didn't smell good.
Uh,
So,
you'll have to if you decide to try it or whatever. I would get if you do you like cherry Coke, cherry 7 Up?
no,
Oh, well then you wouldn't like it. I always like the 7 Up and cherry vodka.
7 Up and cherry.
Hmm.
You need to stock up on juice boxes, and fruit snacks. Why? Your husband going on vacation for a while, Meg? You know our husbands are big babies. Well, yeah, I was trying to be Precious from The Hobbit. Precious, my precious, bring me my precious. Me and you and a fish named Amy. MMC. Man, it's crazy. We know you cougars give the pool boy a snack after he's done working. Oh yeah, but we play kitty cat games. We don't do juice box games. Meow. Meow.
Tim, you better come get her.
He just asks, "What the heck are you doing?" Burton's like, "Choo choo. Come on, ride the train. It's a choo choo, choo choo."
You see what y'all done?
It's y'all fault. It's all y'all faults.
It's all y'all's faults.
You gotta ride the white pony. Sorry, guys. This is the end of the show. It's not the middle or the beginning, so you don't get to see the rest of the show. I'll get some sleep tonight. I'm gonna be around for tomorrow. Somewhere over the rainbow, you'll find Meg's tent toe, where Jays took it to elope in a far, far, far away
Triple T.
land.
Calling Triple T.
They're paging Triple T. Are you in the house? Is there a doctor in the house? Triple T. Triple T. Wait a
Oh,
minute. That's
God.
what you like to do, MMC, is ride that long black train? Well, okay. I'm going to stick with the ride the white pony. I'm going to ride that cowboy and save that horse. You go ahead and stay on that horse, Menace. We know what you like to ride.
See, eventually.
Nay! Nay! That means no, Menace. We know what says that. He's saying no. He's saying ouch.
Oh my
If he
gosh.
kicks you in the forehead, then he's really telling you, I said no. No means no, Menace.
Oh my gosh.
I know, Purple. I'm just messing.
Oh my
All
gosh.
right, guys. Before we get really crazy and wild up here, it has been an amazing night. So you'll see me maybe pop in here or there over the weekend, but I got little man. Tim's gonna be at the concert. So if little man's watching his tablet and he's not outside swimming, when he's outside, of course, I'm with him. But if he's in the house and he's just like, Gigi, give me my tablet and leave me alone. I want to warm up from the pool. Um, Menace be catching all the strays because that's how he likes them. Unattached strays with their tails up in the air. Meow. That means they're in heat. They're not saying no. That and they're saying yes, Menace.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Yeah, Tim will be at the Outlaw Nation concert for Saturday. He leaves tomorrow. So heading up to Newbreed's house. He likes to kick the kitties.
I mean, some like to be kicked, so,
Yeah,
it's just what you prefer.
some of them just like to be beaten hard and frothy. Frothy. Like your cappuccinos. Frothy.
You can tell we're tired 'cause
Yep. Yeah, he leaves right after work, so I won't even see him after tonight. So, well, the morning. We'll have a couple hours in the morning. So, and all going 100. Yep. Burden, yes, Jesse Howard's home. It's his homecoming in Ohio. Yep. I no idea. Um, Honestly, I ran out of thyroid 5 days ago or 6 days ago, and Tim had forgotten he was coming home early last week and forgot to go get me my holdovers so I can get in on next Friday. And he just brought them home. So going without your thyroid meds, everything, you get those weird aches and pains and stuff, and you can't sleep. So
Oh,
I'll be taking my first one, and I should take like 5 to try to build them up, but no, it's bad. So I should be getting some sleep at least by tomorrow, just in time to be up all night with the little one.
wow.
Oh, he don't like the pussycats. He likes the what can we call that? He likes the starfishes. He likes to go swimming in the ocean for those starfishes. And the chocolatey, the better. He likes them all Taco
Oh,
Bell chocolatey. I'm a stargazer.
oh my god.
Menace was offered a job with TMZ to watch the stars. He says, "No, those are too bright. I like mine at night, dark." All right, all. You don't have to go home, but okay,
You can't stay here.
there you go. And we will talk to you guys out and about the next couple days. So,
Later, everybody. See y'all on these streets.
not in the real streets.
No, on the
Now,
YouTube
Spencer,
street.
you can meet a woman in the real streets. You'd probably have a better shot. Thank you, Connie. Usually we're a lot more crazier than this. We were very quiet and subdued today.
Yeah, I think it's just where we've not slept. So,
Well, no, when we don't sleep, then we get really crazy.
yeah, true.
Just wait till Wednesday after Tim's been gone for a week and I had the baby all weekend and I'm not sleeping because my sleep pattern's out. Woo! Woo! You can't see me, but you'll hear me. All right, everybody, stay blessed. And if Tim goes live, then Tim will be live, but we don't know. He's got a lot to do tonight. So, all right, all love. It's all from the aftermath. It could be Michael.